morning and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm pleased to feature my friend's 2004 Acura TSX 6-speed manual. This car's been on the channel a couple of times in the past, but because I have it here with me this weekend, I figure I might as well walk you around with the latest and greatest as of 2026. If anything, this car hasn't changed, which is a good thing because it's pretty much perfect. 81,000 miles, one owner. In fact, the only reason I have it right now is because I'm adding a few miles to it. What a chore, right? The car, because of a recent battery disconnect, was displaying not ready for testing at the emissions station. So the computer needs its time to do a little reset and get things ready for the emissions to be tested. So here we go. Over the next couple days, I'm adding a few miles to the car. We'll take it on Monday to get tested and he'll get his tags renewed. But 2004 model year car with a lot of cool updates. Those of you in the TSX community will quickly recognize the upgraded wheels, which have been chrome plated, the spoiler, the underbody kit, a lot of neat details that were added to the car when it was new. It really is hard to believe this design is 22 years old. It's aged extremely well. And I've said that about other designs too, especially from the same era. My recent video on a friend's 2007 Acura TL Type S, I felt the same way. I think that 2004 to 08 range for the Acura brand was definitely one of the many high points in terms of design. And these are really amazing cars. I had a blue 2007 6-speed manual with navigation a few years ago that I went through a little bit of a restoration on and sold it to an enthusiast out in North Carolina. And it was an amazing machine. This was a well-packaged car from the Acura brand that, of course, was sold in Europe as the Honda Accord. The real beauty of this TSX is in its preservation. I'm not going to make any attempt to uncover or showcase any of what's underneath all of these towels and protective coverings and rubber floor mats, because I guarantee you the car is brand new underneath all that. In fact, here's a peek at the driver's seat in its perfect state. You remember the first gen TSX came with this blue plastic from the factory. That's not been removed. We've got dealer protective plastic here on the sills, as well as the bottom parts of the door panels, all weather mats. The list goes on and on. This car is, for all intents and purposes, pretty much in the wrapper at 81,000 miles. The owner has been a friend of mine for many years, and he's an inspiration to all of us. His collection includes the 1993 Accord Special Edition, which I've featured on the channel a few times, that oftentimes shares a dealer showroom with my cars, as well as a 2000 Accord EX V6 sedan that I featured on the channel not too long ago. So between High's three cars, there's a lot to be seen, and this is maybe my favorite of the mix, just because it's the only one with the stick shift transmission, and it's an Arizona car since new, as clean as they can get. Speaking of Arizona, it's really putting on a show this morning for you. This is a typical sunrise for us if you're up early enough. It's about 5 o'clock in the morning. Just me and these obnoxious birds up and about this morning. Hopefully they don't bother you too much, but let's take a peek under the hood just so I can show you what's going on under there with the 2.4 liter inline 4 VTEC. Every nook and cranny pretty much as perfect as it can get. I should mention too that while it is bone stock, the car does have color matched fog light bezels here, which you can see have been added. Kind of unique touch for this TSX. Anyway, just one more example of what pride of ownership looks like when somebody is an original owner and keeps a car for over 2 decades in extremely well preserved condition. I've no doubt in my mind this, in terms of collector grade TSXs from the first generation. This is one of the best that are still on the road today. And that's not even getting into the paperwork and documentation that accompanies it. This car has pretty much everything you could imagine as far as the booklets and manuals and records and receipts, promotional materials. It's all accounted for, and it's a truly incredible car from an incredible individual.